What's up, everybody? You're watching the Growing Up Hip Hop After Show. On tonight's episode, we'll talk about TT and her hair party, Kendall finally meeting Briana, and of course, Dash having his movie screening party. And of course, we have our fan shout out and our gossip. So stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
So yummy, oh the so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. Oh the so yummy, oh the so yummy. No, you want this yummy.
So my ass, we will just get into the groove. Yes. That's Sierra's new song, Level Up. And we are leveling up tonight. Yes, honey, because you are listening and watching the Growing Up Hip Hop After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. So tonight we'll talk about TT and her hair party, Kendall finally meeting Briana, and of course, Dash's movie screening. And we got your fan shout-outs, your gossip, your growing up fashion, and all that and more. But before we get into that, let's get into this beautiful panel here. I'm one of your hosts, Howard III. Next to me, I have Felicia Michelle. How you feeling?
Hey, what's up, Ray? I'm feeling great. I ain't mad this year. I was mad. I ain't mad no more.
You finally team
Right.
TT.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Love that.
You gonna level up over there, Jay Lamar?
You know I stay leveling up, y'all. How y'all doing tonight?
Jamie, you gonna one up them?
I'm always at the top level, so
That's
nothing
what
I
I'm
need to
talking
do.
about.
Well, I'm there with you. Hey, sis.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
Dance battle after the
Dance it out. But Felicia may have us because this hair over here, honey.
Right.
She came from the hair party.
Exactly.
TT, did your hair?
You donating?
That's a hard no.
A hard no.
You been hanging out with Briana? No.
No.
Yeah, I don't see the same
my
hair people.
wave isn't as Rick James-ish as her look tonight, but it was wet, y'all.
She's super shady. Okay?
It was wet. It was a Jerry
You been on
curl.
a roll
It was
all week.
wet.
Right.
Wet. It was wet.
Wait.
Went with 3 E's.
Stop. Okay, well, let's get into this hair party
Let's
here
do
with
it.
TT. It was a whole mess. So it started off in the beginning with TT saying that she told Pep about the party, and Pep said, "You never told me. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you must have told me in passing." TT tried to just slip it under there and said, "Let me use your house. Well, let me get in there and use the hair party." Was that slick of TT? You think she should have sat Pep down like she said?
Do we really expect this from TT though? That's all I'm saying.
I was a little shady.
She's all. That's kind of just what I expect from her at this point. So
I don't think it was shady. Pep drinks a lot, okay? And at that, when they were talking, they were drinking. And I look for continuity in scenes and stuff now. I'm like, okay, so when we started the scene, there was one bottle of rosé y'all popped open. Okay, cool. When
Right.
we ended the scene, there was a second bottle on the table that was already open. So that would lead me to believe that y'all drank that first whole bottle. Because she was like slurring her words. She was like, yeah, and you just need to tell me
Pep
next
stay
time.
lit, though.
Always
And I'm
lit.
not mad at it, but
Stay
it's
lit.
just like if you stay a little on, you got to imagine that, you're going to figure a couple of details.
I'm
here
starting to
and there.
wonder,
Right.
like, what would the show be without Pep?
yeah, without her, I feel like it'd be boring. But I know,
I would miss Pep.
it's probably gonna get better these next couple seasons. I can feel it with the new additions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more in news and gossip.
Well, I mean, there was a lot going on at this tea party. I mean, just TTs everywhere. Finally, though, Kendall met Briana, which we've all been waiting for because we didn't know if there would be a little, if there'd be a little drama there because Kendall is Christiana's cousin. So we was just like, okay, what's going on? How we
That
feeling?
girl, y'all got to put some respect on her name. Her name is Christinia.
Oh, Krista.
I've been saying it wrong, too. I had to correct myself.
Rihanna. Look at where you get that
I understood it.
But when you
I
look
got
at
We knew
it,
what you meant.
Right.
when you look at it, it kind of does look like that when you try to like this.
Exactly. She
But
was
I'm
nice.
Let's
just
call it
trying to
Mr.
look.
Barge. You know, Mr. Barge.
Yes.
Good.
See, the thing about that is you never know what kind of Briana you're gonna get. Like, you never know if you're gonna get like sensible Briana. You never know if you're gonna get like, I don't care about anybody and I will destroy you if you get in my path. Or look at me wrong, Briana. Like, you just never know. She's a
Leo.
yeah.
Well, y'all
Jamie looked it
very,
up.
very vindictive.
Very bossy.
Yes.
Very.
Yes.
just full of themselves.
I have some great friends that are
Lion.
Leos, but don't go on their bad side.
No, not at all. But I appreciated the way she was mature Briana this episode, and she was very much so like, oh, we're gonna form our own relationship, we're gonna do our own thing. But I mean, how many times have you seen that in reality TV where people start off saying that they're gonna form their own relationships, and naturally that divide happens? I don't know.
I don't know if I can like befriend somebody that has beef with my family though.
Well,
Especially like if I'm trying to build a rapport with my family, and Christiana made it very clear. Christiania.
I just say Chrissy.
Mr. Barge made it very clear that she didn't want Bri around her cousin. So it's kind of.
Yo, I just feel like they were being really dramatic. Okay, they act like they're sisters. Okay, they are cousins. They barely knew each other.
That's true.
And
You know how them new bonds be.
I guess, but it's like you barely know her. You've known her about 2 weeks. And
That
you
is
care about
true.
who she meets. Now you're, just messing up all these other relationships and friendships that she could be making. Why do that? Grow up.
Would you want your cousin to be friends with somebody like Bri?
No.
Okay then.
But that's for her to decide.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I tell her who she can hang around? That's just so childish to me.
That's true.
I hate
I was
when
like-
people do that. Don't y'all hate when people do that? Let me know in the comments, because I hate that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Nah, I would agree with
Like,
you. I
do
like
you
that.
have your own mind? Are you your
As
own
long
person?
as you're not trying to manipulate the situation, like how can I tell you can't be friends with someone? As long as you're not trying to manipulate it to benefit in your place in our beef, then by all means, like, I've been in situations like that. Not
I think
everybody's
we
gonna
have.
get along. You have to be mature enough to be like, okay, your relationship is your relationship with somebody, and my relationship is my relationship with them, and it's totally different. And don't put the person in the middle. You can't just say that and then still
Yes.
make them choose sides. I
Yeah.
don't think that she'll get that close to her.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with giving a little warning.
Yeah, a
Like,
warning could be cool.
A
Like,
warning, hey, Bri is this type of girl. So get ready. Get ready.
And that's what Kendall said. She was like, listen, if anything were to pop off, if anybody tried to shake the table on me, I got my cousin's back. And so it's like, okay, you can go in there and be like, Bri, I love you. You cool. She even complimented her. And also be like, but if you step out of line on my cousin, it's that butt. I'm tapping it up. So,
Who complimented who?
Bri did. Bri was like, oh, girl, you are so cute.
I know.
And Kendall was like, oh, I'm loving your vibe.
That was it.
That was a lie.
That was
That's
that was a lie.
It was.
It was
Not your hair
What
cute too.
vibe?
Like, oh, loving your vibe.
Well, you're out of hair event. I hope
thing.
everybody hair cute.
Like, no, I'm loving your vibe.
It's almost saying I expected you to be terrible, but it's not so bad. But
But it's almost saying like you're not cute.
Right.
Nah, don't think of me like that.
it's like when you see a little baby and it's not cute, you be like, oh my gosh, look at their little sneakers. It's so cute.
Them little socks. I love babies with socks.
And look, it got ears, 10 fingers.
Oh
okay.
my God. Your nails done?
I cannot. Oh my gosh.
It's true. Wait, hold on. One more thing I thought about with TT. So she's a brand ambassador, right? I don't know if anybody has experience in doing that. I never really did that before. Is she supposed to be the one that sets up the whole party too? Because she was kind of the coordinator of the whole thing. Like she was putting the snacks out. Like she was pouring the drinks. Like she was doing all
Sure
that. Is
was.
that? I know they interact with people at an event, but I didn't know that they through the event.
Well,
too.
it depends
Was that a
what type of brand ambassador you are. Because, they're brand ambassadors for she's not a model brand ambassador. She's a distributor probably. So she probably had to set it up.
Oh, like when you set up those accounts and you sell from that company.
Yeah,
I don't want to
like-
say no man's name because
Yeah.
if y'all want to sponsor, holla.
Exactly.
But,
Right.
Like them Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so where you're a vendor.
You're a vendor, yeah.
so
I
she's
think,
a vendor.
but I think she brand ambassador just sound more popular.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and that's fine.
Because if you're
I
a
just
brand
wanted-
ambassador, it should be set up and you just walk in the room and you network.
And that's what I
the
was
room.
confused at. But I did appreciate how hard she was working towards it. Because,
She
she doesn't
was.
really, not to say she doesn't have her own thing, but, she doesn't really have her own thing. She kind of is with, Pep or with Egypt or, kind of in their situations. And I was like, oh, she has something
She hustling for herself.
of her own to be proud of. Vendor, brand ambassador. If you getting some money, girl, go ahead
Get
and
it,
get that
TT.
money.
Go
Secure
TT.
the bag and clip-on bangs. It's great. I love it.
Go TT. Get it TT.
Oh, we
Go
on
TT. Hey.
I don't make a song out of anything.
Make them coins. But since Bri was there, she also, can we talk about how Bri was all over Boogie at the studio?
Oh my goodness.
So Boogie and Bri, she was laying down her tracks, singing on
Right.
that hot music stuff. And here comes in Boogie, and Bri's like, oh, give me your hand. pours some little from the candle into his hand and says, "Oh, I'm gonna massage your hand."
That could have burned him. So once
Why
she
would
tried
she
it,
do that?
Right. Why would you do that?
Why would you do
She
that?
said it was a massage candle.
It is a
I didn't know they
massage
made
candle.
those.
It creeped me out when she was just touching him. Maybe just because I don't like her touching him.
She
like
do
that.
voodoo or something. She do a
But
little voodoo.
yeah, I just was not feeling that at all.
I was like, really, Bri? Like, okay, talk about, oh, you must have been working out. Your muscles looking good.
Right. Why?
I mean, he was looking
Why?
good, but still.
Why?
Stay looking.
It was uncomfortable to watch.
It
Yes.
was. I was cringing.
It's simply because we all have met people in our lives. We care about them. We form tight bonds with them. Sometimes they're like family, and you say, "That's my brother. That's my sister. That's my cousin." At no point in time have I ever wanted to massage my brother's hand with a massage candle
Thank
oil.
you.
At no point have I
Exactly.
ever wanted to do that. At no point, and I don't like when people say those things and then cross those boundaries, because it's like that relationship wasn't like that from the beginning, and
Thank
all
you.
along it had to be in the back of your mind,
Yeah.
because if it was never there, it could have never been conceived to come to reality if the thought had never been there.
Girl, thank you. No, she hit it like the nail on the head, because I hate when that happens. Like, I thought you were my brother. Why are you hitting on me? So just like with her, what are you
To
doing?
play devil's advocate, maybe she eventually, after putting so much time and effort into trying to help him heal and help him with his family, maybe she fell for him.
I mean,
I mean,
that
'cause
could
that could
happen.
happen.
Yeah.
But still, like, know your boundaries.
It's still weird because she's like such a part of their family with her with his dad, and it's just
But
strange to watch.
they ain't blood friend, blood kin.
They're not blood related at all, but it's just a little weird.
Are they really? We know that they're close, but she really that close to them as family? Because we all had that family friend who was like, "Oh, I love you guys. We're all family and friends." And it's like that one family friend that you don't always want around.
It seemed a little
We
forced.
all have it. It's a little forced.
It's a little forced.
Yeah.
And then she just wants to be so involved with the family. Just, but, Dame, this is what happened. This is what happened. She's just so involved. I mean, go ahead. Hopefully she's helping Boogie.
Dame seems to appreciate her though. He was all like, thank you so much. I know he's like, I could be doing more for you, but really you're doing so much for me. You've come and you saved my son's life. And Jaimi, you got something? There's something up there, Jaimi?
Listen, I was distracted. I'm sorry.
You weren't rolling your eyes, right?
He does too much for me. Dame, you do too much for me. I don't know what's been going on, when that shift happened, because we were talking about that earlier. Like, he was probably different back in the day, but what's going on? Like, I feel like he needs all the help he can get. That's why he appreciates Briana. And I'm just like, but what are you doing for your family as the family man, as the father,
Right.
as the patriarch? I don't understand. I don't get it.
I mean, he's just different, and it's just the same evolution that you saw Jay-Z take. Like, he started off, Marcy Projects, but eventually you have to evolve, and sometimes when you evolve and you have these different fields of experiences, it changes you in a way that people who might be from the same community as you don't really understand moving forward, because a lot of things culturally that he does as a parent, I can't identify with, because that's not how it goes down in my house.
Right.
Like, if the situation was the same with him and his son as my dad and my brother, like, it wouldn't go down like that from a parental point of view. Like, so I understand that he probably has experienced some other stuff, not to say it's as far as Kanye West, but you know what I mean, like, those types of experiences can change you.
I'm ready for Master P to have a conversation with him,
With Dame?
with Dame,
Okay.
and with Boogie, because I feel like Master P, like, he talked to Pep's son,
Right.
and gave him a little pep talk, so to speak. But why didn't he? I wish that he would do that with Dame Dash and Boogie.
Instead of separate, because he said Master B said a little bit to Boogie,
Yeah.
just a little, and so
I would like him to sit down and talk to both of them, because it seems like Master P has a great relationship seemingly with all his children. They, from what we see from the outside looking in.
Right.
And Romeo is never disrespecting his father on camera in no regards. Like, he's very proud of who he came from and what his father contributed to society and what he contributed to his family. And Boogie seems almost like upset at who his father is. But it's like, what did your father do to you?
Can you blame him though? And just from you mentioning that, the dynamic between Master P and Romeo and Boogie and Dame is completely different.
Yeah,
Yet
completely
they're both-
different.
Yet both
Definitely.
similar industries. Their fathers have very powerful let's just say, positions in the industry. So you would think, but then I'm like, okay, who is Boogie's mom? Do you guys know?
No, gotta look it up.
So you don't hear a lot about his mother.
If you know who his mom is, people be knowing in the comment
Yes.
section.
They
Go ahead and
do.
Google,
Let us
y'all.
know.
Okay.
Who Dame
FBI.
Dash baby mama?
Well, no, wait, he got a couple.
He got
So
a
the
couple.
first one, I think.
The first one.
The first one.
Because I'm just wondering, like, who was in his life? Whereas Romeo, his mother, which we've heard a lot about in the news with her and Master P, where it's been a lot of drama. I'm just wondering, like, what was the difference to where one worked out and the other one clearly did not?
That makes sense. I was thinking, like, you never know, because we see that Boogie's falling out with his dad. We don't know what his relationship is like with his mom, and we see that Romeo fell out with his mom, and he's cool. Like, you know, his dad's always been on track. It's kind of like, maybe it's just in that type of environment, like, you just never really know how it spans out. Like, there's a superstar in your house, and I feel like that's a whole different dynamic.
I think that maybe with Master P and Romeo's relationship, Master P said everything that he was doing was for his family, and he meant it. So he was grooming his children to be the same level of celebrity as him. And if they surpassed him, he almost would be proud, like, my kids did it. Whereas Dame Dash, it seems as though he would be almost envious of his son for surpassing him. Not Romeo was maybe fed with a silver spoon, but Romeo was given a platform and said, son, run with this, as you're supposed to do with your children. Yes. I don't feel like Dame Dash gave Boogie that platform and said, run with it. It seemed like he almost like dangled it over his head and said, well, if you do right by me, then maybe, you know, I'll give you a little something. But to me, if you think your son had a talent, why is Boogie in the studio with anybody but you? Or your Rockefeller crew. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird.
What? The Rock? Sorry.
The Rock.
Well, right, because Boogie does music too. So you would think that, like, okay, let's collaborate.
That's where they would kind of a common interest.
You made such a good point, and honestly, but it makes me sad. It makes me really sad that is literally the relationship that they have. Like, you would just think it would be so different.
It's a power. You could tell it's a power struggle. As the Master P and Romeo looks up to his father, respects his father. What his father says, he listens to, and he takes heed to. Dame Dash and Boogie is completely opposite. Boogie really looks down at his father like, oh, I know more than you. And it's like, where did the respect get lost?
See, that's why parents, you gotta watch how you treat your kids. Like, and it's like a lot of times parents are not listening to the kids.
Yeah.
And the reason it makes me sad is not to take it off of topic, but I know a lot of people were talking about Kylie Jenner and is she self-made? But you made a great point. Now, if you're given the opportunity, you can either take it and run with it, because we know a lot of celebrity children who we don't hear about, or maybe they're doing something completely different,
Absolutely.
or they are resentful towards their celebrity parents, because you have to literally you have to outshine or just come out of your parent's shadow, just like Tyran and Pep. So, I feel for him. I feel really
terrible, because then you think about it, most kids are the star of their parents' life, and then in the adverse of your life, your parents the star, and you're like a co-star, supporting character, maybe, if they,
I would love to just see like a parental and children, like kind of like group counseling session with all of them together. Maybe, not saying that Master P is perfect, because we don't know the ins and the outs, but
no parent's perfect, but he figured something out.
He figured something out, and Romeo's balancing, Romeo's having a bad relationship with his mom, so he's battling with that. But I would love to see like them sit down with the counselor and see if they can kind of maybe help each other.
For sure.
Season 3?
Or these 10 more episodes that they got green-lighted for.
If y'all need me to come in and help, I'm here.
Okay. Or come to the show.
Right. Well,
J. Lamar, fix your life.
Iyanla?
Speaking over my life.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Iyanla and fixing some life, I want J. Lamar to tell us about some of these other shows we have here on AfterBuzz, because reality TV and fixing my life is what I need.
Oh, yes, me too. Hey, AfterBuzz is our network, produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite shows, including Grown Up Hip Hop. From dramas to reality to sci-fi and so much more. There is absolutely no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help, you guys. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels, and make sure you guys comment. By subscribing to our channels, YouTube will suggest content that tailors your every need and want. You'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow as well. And if you're worried about those pesky little notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz channels as well. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think. We'll shout you out. You know, that's Jamie's job, and she loves it, and she's doing it right now. We'll shout you out, guys, and we make sure we'll keep in contact with you guys. So thank you so much for subscribing. We love you.
Yes. Love you guys out there. Aww. Now, with the Romeo subject, I also want to talk about how Romeo went on this date with TT. Can we see?
Do we have to?
I mean,
Go here.
he had two little things. He had a little lunch date with Mr. Barge. Well, Mr. Barge told us how she was moving to Vegas and having a whole little Vegas party. But then the one that got me, just bunched up, clutching my pearls, was the one with TT. TT had the food ready for him. Texted him and said, "Baby, what you want to eat." So when he got there, it was ready. They were up there smooching. Well, not really smooching, but little French. Well, not even French kiss.
The girl next to you look real mad.
She looks disgusted, and I agree with her.
She ain't going with Romeo. He already taken.
I guess.
By several people.
I mean, I might as well throw my hat in the ring.
You might as well.
The plate is full. It's full. Like
he got enough to go around.
Was there enough Romeo to go around? Oh my goodness.
Can we see TT and Romeo as a real life couple? Because Angela playing games.
Oh, hell
What a buzzer at.
Wait, to the no. Hell no.
Nope. Nope.
They looked like they were happy. They were, and trying to make a little something. TT was flirting. He was flirting back.
We all try our very best
Well,
at what we do and what we want.
I tried TT just in case.
TT's trying to secure that bag. Y'all know that?
Okay, so it's not enough to just say okay, no, we don't see it happening. I'm gonna say why I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening because Romeo is a businessman, an entrepreneur. His hand is in a lot of different things, and TT strikes me as the type of woman who has a lot of time on her hands. And because she has time on her hands, you need to have that time for her on your hands as well. He needs somebody who's more entrepreneurial like him, who's gonna really understand what it takes to live a limitless life.
Okay.
And a no limit life.
No limit soldier.
She only know one song, Romeo.
I know them
Show me
all.
no
I
one.
had the CD. No, but he needs somebody more like that, and I don't think that TT somebody who he takes seriously in that space. I did think it was kind of like Romeo. I didn't really enjoy when you did this, but when he was with Christina at the restaurant, he got a text from TT like, "Oh yeah, it'll be better when I see you. Your day was gonna be better when I see you," or something like that. And I was just like,
if that's what they
"You are
actually
a typical
texted.
LA guy, with that text."
He's just a typical guy with that text. Period.
I
But
would hook
wasn't
TT up with somebody else.
Yeah, just not Romeo.
I want to hook her up with JoJo. I want her to become a Simmons.
Go ahead, girl.
JoJo has a
Shoot your shot.
girl.
Go
JoJo
ahead.
has a girlfriend.
Well, if he didn't have a
he
girlfriend,
does?
but I'm just saying that I can see her with JoJo.
I
put
do
her with
not.
JoJo.
I do
don't
not
see
see
that.
Angela and her anywhere near her family. She would be
Right.
like,
see that.
this is just TT. This is not your aunt TT. This is not your TT.
I'm trying to shift her out the way for you, sis. Okay,
I understand.
give her to
Wow,
JoJo.
but who won the trivia last week? Okay. All right. But here's my opinion. Okay. Because it is what it is. There's one winner. Okay. But I just feel like they're not equally yoked. First of all, how tall is TT? She
does look kinda
she
tall,
almost
like
didn't even make the
5'9".
screenshot because I was like, y'all got to move the camera up. And how tall is Romeo? 5'10", 5'9"?
I think it's like
Yeah.
5'10", 5'11".
When I met him in person,
Okay, actually, I do know his height.
he's taller than me.
I know how tall he is.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just saying when I met him in person.
Okay.
You met him in person?
Yeah. What are
Okay.
you talking about? We had dinner at Tao last week.
Oh, that was
But
you.
we were sitting down a lot. Yes, it was me. Okay, you do. I sent no pictures. So anyway, I just feel like they're not equally yoked. The chemistry was not there. The height levels. Okay.
I think it's just for the
What's going
storyline.
on? Okay, it's just for the storyline, and I'm not here for it. Next.
I'm kind of here for it. I like them together. I think Romeo needs to step away from Angela. She's playing too many games. She's too many back and forth. TT is that girl to hold you down. Babe, what you need? I got you. What you like tonight? What you want to eat? I'll text you. Oh, you need a drink? I got you too.
Because she has time.
But I think that TT really likes Romeo.
I
think she really
Who
likes
wouldn't?
him. And you know what? They say that guys like it when women make things easier for them.
Of course they do.
So I feel like Romeo, since he's so powerful, and he has so many things to figure out on a day-to-day basis, if he finds a woman that's going to make a part of my day easier, he going for it. Because I feel like Angela is going to make him work hard.
Is she though?
Yes.
Because part of me feels like they might have already hooked up. We already know Angela put up this front about her being a virgin, then all of a sudden,
Why
baby.
are you bringing that up every episode?
Because I just want people to know that I wasn't here for it. Be who you are. Like, be honest. Okay? So that's one thing. But Angela, I still love you, girl. Hey. But I just feel like, see, you made me lose my train of thought. Okay? What I was gonna say is Romeo and TT. Just come back to me. It's all good.
No, that's
Y'all do
fine.
this
That's
every
fine.
time.
Everybody just jumped out. We was like, nobody's
Jay
touching
Lamar.
this.
Exactly. If you remember, let me know because I'm about to move on to Dash.
We'll come back to it.
Dash in this movie screening. Just real briefly, Dash apparently has a movie which I didn't really know about. One of it's the movie that he tried to make with Lee Daniels' money.
First off, Lee Daniels owes him money.
Oh,
and Lee Daniels
Get
is
your
the
facts
one that's
right.
in
I hope that ain't what you
that
got
was
written
on
down.
News and Gossip.
That's what I
Cross that out.
Well, either way, I didn't know about the movie.
Well, no, it was called
know.
Honor Up. It was a movie that was directed by Dame and produced by Kanye West. They had a whole entire apparel line with this movie.
When did it come out?
This movie came out, oh my gosh, months ago. This movie has it's been some time.
Don't tell us like we seen it.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it on Netflix?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe I would have saw the write up or something.
Did you see it?
I know I did the write up on it though. I wrote a nice article about it.
So only Felicia
I'll send it to y'all.
and Dame knew about it.
Movie night.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean it didn't do as well, but it happened.
Rotten
It was a
Tomatoes?
thing that happened.
The screening looked
Razzie?
cute. It looked nice.
It did not look nice in there.
We like the
It
honesty. See, keep it real.
It looked
cute.
plain. It looked. I have been to better screenings for independent production companies than this was.
It was just for the friends.
Okay, huh?
It was just for his friends. He wasn't gonna do it big.
I wouldn't not invite my friends to something like that. If I invite my friends to a screening of my premiere of something I've worked on, it will be immaculate. It's gonna be super nice.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's
on the
not
wrong
gonna
day.
be in a church basement or something. It was just plain.
You gotta
in
work
there.
your way up, okay?
Okay.
Let it be in a church basement
Dame,
with the refreshments.
Dame Dash and Kanye West could not have created.
That just sounds like a horrible combination.
I
Didn't they
wonder
have
what it
beef
was-
too?
They
did.
Not that I can recall.
That's like a lot of arguments.
I think they had a lot of arguments because Kanye had said that Jay-Z was the nice one and Dame was the mean one. Go figure. And then I think he was trying not to give Kanye his shot in the very beginning. And then that's when
Nobody was
one of
trying
those
to give Ye a
BET
shot.
awards, y'all can correct me, but one of those BET awards, that's why Dame presented Kanye with the award. Y'all gotta watch it. YouTube
Okay.
it.
Well,
But don't do it right now. Do
Right.
it after you finish watching
exactly.
it.
Okay.
We also saw that Kendall brought her man, whose name is Tex, her husband. She is married. They look like a nice
I got a
couple.
little that in news and gossip. You'll get to see. They're so
Ooh.
cute. They're cute. I want to.
Husband, though?
I'm hating.
You know, wedding pictures.
Stop.
Did she have the red hair?
Yes.
Ooh.
There we go.
She got that Charlie Baltimore kind
At the wedding.
I like that.
I did
Yeah.
not see any. No, I did not see. I think they've been together. Are we going to get a news and gossip? What
not
are we
yet,
going to
not
do? Because
yet.
we can't get a news
Real
and gossip.
quick.
We over here like,
Get a
hey,
news
like,
and
what's
gossip.
going on?
Well,
Wait,
listen. Okay, well, the screening was just nice, quick, simple.
Oh, move on.
Briana and can I just let the people know?
It's solid. It was
Briana
whack.
and Vanessa buried the hatchet. They're cool. But before we get to the gossip, I want to
Yes.
get to the fans out there.
Yes.
Because they need to know what's going on.
Yes,
Jaimi
so-
has fans.
Yes, let's get into the social media, guys. So we got Twitter, Instagram, of course, YouTube. So you guys can leave comments. You can tweet us with ABTVGUHH. Yes, you know your letters, or GHHABTV, because we got smart fans. Hey,
Smart.
All right, y'all smart. Okay, so I want to get into some tweets, you guys. So one of the first tweets that I want to showcase is from Miss Catrice.
Hey, Catrice.
Hey, Catrice, girl. And she says, "We TV, y'all tried it." Laughing face emojis. We know beep well that Romeo ain't into TT like that. Grown up hip hop. What y'all think?
Well, I'm Team TT and Romeo.
What?
I really liked it. I like it.
Did you just pick any side?
I
You
agree.
picked out the hat.
Yeah. Catrice, I agree. I don't think Romeo's into TT. I think TT's into Romeo.
I think Romeo's into attention from women, and I think that TT's a woman and she provides some
That's what
attention.
she
and
makes
she's
it easier
and she
for
looks good
him.
enough
So it's like,
to take it.
I think that TT is convenient for Romeo because I feel like he's not really into the melanin like that. Next. Okay.
what was that? Badoom.
The next tweet is from Frankie. Hey, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
Frankie says Briana has toxic energy. I can feel it through the television. I'm not sure if they think that she does this really. Okay, what girl? What are you saying? I'm not sure if the things she does are really from the heart. I feel like she's selfish, motives, and hidden agendas. Okay, our fans are smart, y'all. Grammar,
Y'all just reading people's whole lives. Y'all breaking them down.
grammar, punctuation. What do y'all think?
It's kind of iffy because now that she's like she's smitten over Boogie, it's kind of like, were you doing it to make sure you set yourself up to have a good man, or were you just trying to make sure he's a good man in general?
Some women like a project. You know, they like a guy. They like to take him from a hoe to a husband, and it just doesn't happen sometimes.
Why is she talking about us?
Right, like it's just rude. I feel attacked, but it's okay.
I left my project years in my 20s.
Wait till after the show, though. Wait till after the show. You know what? I don't even know how to label Briana, but I just feel like she's a lot going on, and maybe she's been lonely for so long that she doesn't even know what to do with all of this pent up energy.
Well, she was just a little easy E.
How long ago was that? That was years ago. She needs some acupuncture, some massage. She just needs
the
to
way
let
that they
go of
greeted each other, that wasn't that long ago. That might have been a
like,
Christmas or so ago.
I don't know. That looked like
4th of July
maybe
ago.
a season.
3 weeks ago. Like, I wasn't expecting him to see him so soon. Wait.
Last summer, her birthday, maybe.
No, I'm gonna say like a season.
I'm gonna say at least 3 years ago.
That's what I'm thinking.
At least 3 years ago.
That eye lock and turn. That eye lock and turn.
They probably ran into each other around the way because LA, but I don't think they ever like messed around again. Like three years ago.
No, that like new. Like I still remember what it was like.
Me, right? Don't see me.
Whatever.
Well, y'all, let's get into this last tweet from Shawanda. Hey, Shawanda.
Hey, Shawanda.
Girl.
Okay, not Wakanda, but Shawanda. So JoJo is effing hilarious. Is he that funny? Okay. We need him in every episode, please and thanks. What do you guys think? Do you like JoJo as a new addition to the show? Or?
He's very funny.
He is
I do
funny.
like it.
He's a new vibe to the show.
He does.
He's funny.
He was funny tonight. He was funny, the funniest I've seen him.
I think he's very funny, but like, I would like to see his personal life, but like every episode, I don't need it. Like,
You just not care
He's the comic relief.
He is.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I get it. You're like we've seen him do this before, like the little brother jokes around type of thing. It's like you're a grown man. You have a woman and a whole child. Like,
but you know what? Maybe that will bring him. We'll see like a serious side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just like the perfect cameo. I don't know if I really even care to see his storyline, but
Yes.
let us know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to always tweet, keep the conversation
Yes.
going, and thank you, of course, for watching.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Now,
Dominique.
Oh yeah, also you guys, we can't forget the live chat. So Dominique Graham, we see you, girl.
Hey,
she says,
Dominique.
I think TT and Angela, the relationship thing is just for TV reviews. I agree.
And I think she's the only one that saw the movie because she said, I saw it.
Give us a
how it
score.
was.
Yeah, 1
Yes.
out of 10.
One
What
out
would
of
you
10.
rate that movie?
4-ish. Let us
saying
know.
you see it again, 1, you won't even recommend it.
Right.
So, what's
Let's
going
Talk
on?
Classic Hip Hop is another commentator who's always in the live chat. So thank you also. They said Briana picked a bad time to try to shoot her shot at Boogie. He just got out of rehab. Plus, he isn't into her like that.
That's like what you said that last week.
That's true.
You're not supposed to get. That's what the sponsors say.
You're supposed to bring us facts about that, though.
I don't need to. You got Google.
All right. Well, guys, keep it coming. We love to see you guys chat, so keep it up.
Let's get into this news and gossip. Finally. Felicia, what you got for us,
Yes,
girl?
Shades.
So I'm over
Okay. You know what? She didn't even tell nobody.
Shades?
Don't worry. Wait till next week.
I'm saying, she didn't even tell nobody.
I just wanted to put these on because this is my favorite segment. Okay, so news and gossip. So we got y'all stop and be serious.
No, I love it.
We got into Miss Kendall this week. We met her last week. Kendall is Briana's cousin. We met. Super cute, super fun. So we see her. I'm gonna picture up here of her and her man. Oh wait,
She cute.
Oh.
her and her
this
man.
is
That's
her
her
in the
man's tag.
show.
Okay, they have been together
wow.
for a hot minute.
Hey.
She has a son. I don't know his exact age, but I looked at the little boy and I'm gonna age him about 4. Or almost 5, 4 or 5. Like they've been together for a minute. Their son is like walking, talking. He probably heats up his own food in the microwave.
That man gonna be fine forever.
Yeah,
That man-
look
yeah.
at that
Yeah,
skin.
you can
He's
tell.
fine.
The bone structure.
He's gonna be fine forever.
He is good looking. They're a beautiful couple, and he's actually
beautiful.
a talent manager. So I'm gonna assume
Really?
that that's how they maybe met. Yeah, he's a talent manager. They've been married for a while. They've been together for a while.
So I need an agent.
Son super cute. Yeah. You might. I
How
don't
old
know.
is he?
I'm not sure how old he was, because honestly,
like
we
them
just
together.
found out tonight that she was married. That's the first reveal that she was married and that she had a child. And then actually, she also, besides being on Grown Up Hip Hop, she's also on Hit the Floor. So this is a picture of her and her
Somebody
Los
just
Angeles
said that.
Devils.
Love a dancer.
Yes. So actually, yeah, she's on Hit the Floor, which you can see here on AfterBuzz, and that is on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. I'm on that panel. Last
ahead,
week,
girl.
we had Noah, who is Christian Cordula. Shout out to Christian Cordula. He joined us, and she's phenomenal on that show. She could dance like she is a DeBarge. Don't get it twisted, like through and through. She
Triple threat.
You gotta watch it, yeah, for sure. Her acting is great, because I was looking, I was like, I know her, and not from
Look
something.
like sis coming through
She is
swinging now.
yeah, she came out the gate
All
swinging.
right.
So speaking of the DeBarges, her father, El DeBarge, who's probably the most famous DeBarge, unfortunately was arrested this week for felony vandalism after allegedly taking a wrench into someone's windshield. So what happened was, on Friday, said he got into an argument with a fellow, and they got into it. The man ran away and jumped in an RV. He grabbed a wrench and started beating the windshield of the RV. Yeah, it was really bad. So the man called the police. He spent a day in jail, and he's out on $20,000 bail.
Damn DeBarges.
Yes.
Bruh, come on.
I would love to see them a picture of them together. Did you
I
find
would
one
love
on
to
her
see
I
a
Instagram?
could not
picture
find
of
one
us.
together. This is the first time publicly that they've been out about their relationship. We knew last week that they hadn't even had a relationship for most of her young adult or young life and her young adult life.
She looks like him. She
sure
She does.
Wow.
I just want to see her husband again. I'm sorry.
Go follow her. You go follow her on the gram.
Can they take us back?
Right.
And then with the series too, I forgot to put a picture in here, but y'all will forgive me. So, and Grown Up Hip Hop, there's Grown Up Hip Hop based in LA, and Grown Up Hip Hop in Atlanta as well. So unfortunately, 3 of the season regulars from Atlanta will not be coming back. That is Reginae,
Sorry.
Zani?
Yes, sorry, I'm that. Let me stop. And Brandon Barnes, who we know is Waka Flocka's. But I know Brandon's not coming back.
Brandon is the show.
Right.
Brandon is the show, but Brandon will not be back, unfortunately. So we'll see. But however, all 3 of them are going to be replaced by Masika from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She's going to be moving to Jayla Martin. Not look at me like that. She's going to be moving to Atlanta to join the Atlanta cast of Growing Up Hip Hop.
Wow.
Why?
She need the check.
But why?
But why?
Yeah.
That's not that. She's too rah-rah for Growing Up Hip Hop. She's very much so loving hip hop.
But people would say that about Brandon too, that he
No,
was too turned up. He
no,
was a little more turned up
no.
than we had seen
On the show, but he
maybe
still
for
kept
one
it.
of the guys.
He
Yeah,
still
he's-
kept it respect. He still kept it to a certain level.
Level up. No, but she's gonna be on that show, so I'm wondering if it's like a monetary thing, because I'm like, doesn't VH1 have more money than we? But you never know, because media conglomerates, you never know who owns who. So I don't know who.
Because I read that she took the opportunity because she grew up. She's been in the industry since a young age, so she felt like she has grown up hip hop. But you been grown.
So what's the
time.
connection gonna be? Like, I feel like the grown up only connection I can see for grown up hip hop would be her daughter. Her having a daughter with Fetty Wap. That's the only connection.
That's a
I
love
can
and
see.
hip hop situation. That's not growing up hip hop.
No,
Right.
it's not. So maybe she'll shed some light on her background story as to like what,
Like maybe who
why
her-
Or
Her
maybe her
father is?
kids. They have the cutest daughter.
Yeah.
They do.
Masika and Fetty.
But that's what we're saying. That's a
she's
love and
cute,
hip hop
yeah.
situation.
But still, the kids. So they might want us to look at their daughter and watch the daughter grow up.
But this the
I need
change of
somebody
location
else.
too is weird.
I need somebody else. I need like
She's
Masika
probably
and somebody else.
She's probably the draw into this whole thing. But
Probably.
I hope she doesn't turn Grown Up Hip Hop into Love and Hip Hop, because I truly enjoy this franchise how it is.
I think sometimes when you mix reality stars with new shows, they tend to be one seasoners, like Megan from
Yeah.
Bad Girls Club who went to
Right.
Love and Hip Hop. It was like that wasn't just singing, girl. So
It's like a temporary thing.
yeah, very temporary.
Yeah.
So
We'll see what happens with Masika. I think the draw is gonna be her daughter, Lil Kari. She is super
very
cute.
adorable.
Very cute.
Like
Very
the cutest
adorable.
little girl.
Cute baby.
Well, it was a lot tonight. It was very eventful. Anybody else in the live chat?
Yeah,
No.
what they say?
I mean, Dominique. Okay, so hence the movie. Okay, so
Okay.
Dominique says that it was a a 2. But she said she may like it. Now, Dominique, now you know if it's a 2.
If it's a 2,
don't
you
even.
said 5, girl. Could have been a
Right.
chance, but it ain't even in the
I ain't
middle.
even wasting my electricity.
Right. I said, girl, I'll catch it on bootleg, maybe. You know.
Somebody FaceTime me while they watching
Send me a
it.
link. Send me a link, and we'll check it out.
without a virus on it, please.
Right. I'm tired of clicking at ads.
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks again, guys, for tuning in each and every Thursday. We appreciate y'all. Of course, if you're listening on iTunes, please give us those 5 stars and rate in those comments. And if you're watching us on YouTube, of course, leave those comments below so Jaimi can shout you out next time. Woo, we always have a good time here. I am one of your hosts, Howard III. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. And of course, you can watch me also on the Kardashians after show on Sundays at 8 p.m. Yes.
What's up, everyone? Well, goodbye, everybody. It's Felicia Michelle. I'm like saying hi again. It's Felicia Michelle. You can find me on Instagram at It's Felicia Michelle, and also Monday nights on Potomac with my boo, J Lamar.
Hey, you guys, you can find me on all social media platforms at I am J Lamar. As Felicia said, I am on the Real Housewives of Potomac Monday nights, as well as Basketball Wives late Monday nights. And check out our new special event show. We taped the show tonight for the ESPYs after show. Make sure you guys check that out and comment there too.
I'm gonna check that out too.
It was dope.
Okay. All right, you guys. I'm Jaimi Gray. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at Jaimi Gray, Jaimi. Okay. And you can also see me tomorrow. Pose. It is our season finale. If you have not seen Pose, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm also on Claws, on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and of course The 4, which is tonight. So I hope to see you guys there too.
Alrighty, guys. We will see you all next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Deuces.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.